A stray puppy, blind and helpless, faced a grim fate at the vet. But then Boots, the clinic's resident cat, stepped in and did something truly extraordinary. What happened next was nothing short of a miracle. Janice held the stray puppy close, sharing her warmth. She had found the tiny dog in an alley on her way home. Dr. Sumner's frown deepened as he examined the little creature. "This isn't good, Janice. The puppy is completely blind," he said, gently running his hands over the pup one more time. With each touch, Janice's heart sank deeper. "Blindness is just the start," Dr. Sumner continued. "The puppy's underdeveloped, probably malnourished. We need to put it down," he said softly. "I know it's hard, but sometimes it's the kindest thing to do." Janice's mind raced. Blindness she could manage, but constant suffering? Each tiny whimper from the puppy felt like a stab to her heart. Tears filled her eyes. "I understand," she choked out. Dr. Sumner nodded, his eyes full of empathy. He started to move, but Janice stopped him with a hand. She begged for a few moments to say goodbye. He paused, then nodded, knowing this was the hardest part. Alone in the sterile room, Janice cradled the puppy, naming her Nandy. She stroked Nandy's damp fur and whispered apologies and promises of peace. The door creaked open. Expecting Dr. Sumner, Janice was surprised to see Boots, the clinic cat, slip inside. Normally aloof, Boots ignored Janice and leaped onto the table, zeroing in on Nandy. Janice froze, fearing the cat might attack. But instead, Boots began grooming the shivering puppy. Nandy, too weak to resist, relaxed under the rhythmic licks. Her blind eyes, once filled with terror, now showed a glimmer of contentment. Janice watched in disbelief. Could this simple touch be what Nandy needed? Her tears flowed again, but now from hope. If this tiny, blind puppy could find comfort in a grumpy old cat, could she really end its life? Dr. Sumner returned with a sedative and a blanket, but the exam room was empty. In the hall, he found a heartwarming scene. Boots curled around Nandy, who leaned into the cat's side, her tiny tail thumping weakly. "She won't leave her," Janice said. "Every time I pick Nandy up, Boots hisses and circles until I put her down," Dr. Sumner observed silently. This was far from typical animal behavior, but there was a clear change in Nandy. She even tried to play with Boots's ears and ate from a bowl of kibble nudged towards her by the cat. "Maybe I was hasty," the vet admitted, "but we need to manage expectations. She's still in for a fight." Janice nodded. Nandy might need special care, but that spark of life, ignited by an unlikely feline friend, wouldn't be extinguished without a fight. Dr. Sumner left the decision to Janice. Janice took Nandy and Boots home. Under the cat's watchful guidance, Nandy explored her new world. Boots became an extension of her senses, leading her to food, water, and a litter box. Each bump into furniture was corrected by a gentle nudge from Boots. Playfulness began to break through. Nandy clumsily snagged Boots's tail and received a gentle swat. There was a protectiveness in the cat's eyes that went beyond instinct. Nandy found safety in her furry guide, and her true puppy spirit began to shine. A week later, Dr. Sumner was astonished. Nandy, once weak and frail, had put on weight and was more playful. Her eyes were still clouded, but her spirit was unbroken. "This isn't the same puppy," the vet marveled. Janice explained it was all thanks to Boots and recounted the story of the cat's unwavering care. "It's still a big commitment," Dr. Sumner cautioned. "A blind dog needs extra care and training, and there are ongoing vet costs." Janice agreed, but she was determined. She'd take extra shifts, sell belongings, whatever it took. Nandy had earned her chance. Over the next weeks, Janice transformed her apartment for Nandy's needs. Smooth floors, clear pathways, and a bell-lined collar helped Nandy navigate. Boots supervised, always guiding Nandy away from trouble. In time, Nandy blossomed. With Boots by her side, she learned to recognize Janice's footsteps, the crinkle of treat bags, and the squeak of her favorite toy. Vet checkups became routine, with Nandy barreling into the exam room, Boots always in tow. Dr. Sumner, now accustomed to the duo, reflected on Boots's past. She had once been a stray with serious injuries, including damaged eyes. Understanding dawned. Boots, too, had known blindness. Years passed, and Nandy grew into a joyful adult dog, always in sync with Boots. They moved together, a mismatched but perfect pair. Janice, watching them from a bench, marveled at their bond. Her once pitying heart was now full of wonder. Nandy's blindness and Boots's past injuries were just facets of their story, a story of found family and love that saw with the heart. Janice shared their story on social media. Blind puppy was about to be put down. Look what the cat did. It's a miracle. The true miracle wasn't just saving a life, but the profound bond between two creatures who saw with their hearts, not their eyes. If this video brought a smile to your face, please leave your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.